We talk about intelligence like it's a fact, a number, a test score, a title, a classification. But the truth is, no one really agrees on what intelligence is. Not the scientists, not the philosophers, not even the psychologists who build the tests. Is it memory, adaptation, creativity, emotion, consciousness? Is it logic or empathy or some undefinable mix of all of them? Even the most brilliant minds admit, we don't know. So maybe it's time we stop pretending we do. For centuries, humanity has defined intelligence in a way that keeps us at the top. We build the tests, we write the rules, we decide what counts. We call animals intelligent only when they mimic us. We measure people's value through standardized education systems designed by and for a narrow slice of the world. And then we use those systems to label others: deficient, primitive, less than. We elevate verbal fluency over emotional awareness, analytical thinking over spiritual insight. We praise abstraction while dismissing intuition. And in doing so, we confuse dominance with understanding. But what if that's not intelligence? What if that's just ego? True intelligence is understanding that you are never the smartest person in the room, ever. That's not just a poetic statement. That's a radical redefinition. Because the moment we believe we are the smartest, the wisest, the most evolved, we stop listening, we stop learning, we stop seeing. Intelligence isn't about being at the top. It's about being aware. Aware enough to recognize that trees communicate in ways we barely understand. That whales sing across oceans with sonic memories older than our civilizations. That fungi trade nutrients through forest networks with a sophistication beyond our economics. There's genius in a child who has never spoken a word, in an elder whose body may be slowing but whose soul sees further than any textbook, in the earth itself, moving, breathing, balancing forces we can't even name. That's intelligence. And it humbles us. So what if we stopped measuring intelligence as a hierarchy and started honoring it as a spectrum? What if we looked for intelligence, not in competition, but in cooperation, not in who speaks the loudest, but in who listens most deeply? The intelligence of stillness, the intelligence of knowing what not to say, the intelligence of noticing the small changes in someone's eyes, the intelligence of presence, not performance. This is the kind of intelligence that heals relationships, that bridges cultures, that doesn't conquer nature, but learns from it. It is not less than science. It is the soul behind science. The reason we search in the first place. Maybe intelligence isn't a crown to wear, but a mirror to look into. Not a test to pass, but a question to keep asking. What am I missing? Who am I not hearing? What wisdom lives outside of my understanding? The next time someone claims to be the smartest person in the room, ask them how often they sit in silence, how often they change their mind, how often they let others teach them. Because in the end, intelligence doesn't dominate. It listens, it connects, it respects, it remembers, and if we're wise enough to follow that path, maybe, just maybe, we'll finally become intelligent.